Well, if you're having issues with the class here at Wabash Valley College, I have a guest here who is the perfect person to go talk to. She's the director of the Learning Skills Center here at Wabash Valley College. It's Kalie Naas. Kalie, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me.
Well, first off, before we get to our topic that we're going to talk about, which is tutoring, talk a little bit about what your department does here at Wabash Valley College.
Okay. I'm the director of the Learning Skills Center, like you mentioned, and we take care of lots of things. We have tutoring, disability services, we take care of testing, and adult education GED. So tutoring is just one of the many hats that I wear.
So we're going to talk a little about the tutoring program that you got here. First off, just talk about a little bit about what that is for students who are in need of it.
Okay. We have an awesome tutoring team. We have tutoring every day in the library, Monday through Friday. We have 3 different tutors, and then we also have a couple tutors who are on call. So if we don't have a subject that you need, we can always call on those additional tutors as well. So
talk about who these tutors are.
Okay.
As far as you mentioned some people, that are they students? Are they faculty? Anything like that?
Yep, we have several of our tutors come highly recommended by their instructors, which is helpful because we know that they are good at what they do. So those are students, and then we also have Dr. Gary Adams, who is a retired chemistry teacher here, and he does some chemistry tutoring and some lower level math. So we are lucky to have a good, strong team of tutors here.
Talk about what somebody would have to do to be able to get the help that they need.
It's actually wonderful. All they need to do is walk in to the library during these times. If it's 12:30 to 2:30, for example, you don't have to stay the whole 2 hours. You can just stay 5 minutes, you can stay 20 minutes, you can stay the entire time. But all they need to do is walk into the library. There's a sign on the table that says tutor, and they just go find the tutor. That's it.
Do you find that students who need the help, do they come forward? Because I know sometimes maybe they may be a little intimidated or anything like that.
Yeah, I tell students they are hesitant. I tell students all the time, it's not necessarily just to get yourself out of a slump. Tutors, people go to tutoring to get ahead, to just sit by somebody smart and help them while they do their homework. So there's lots of reasons to go to tutoring, but mainly to get ahead and to get out of any holes you may have put yourself in as far as grades and tests and quizzes and things like that.
And you mentioned it's at the library as well too, so
Yep.
a nice environment for
Yes.
people to study and everything
Yep.
like that as
Yep.
well too.
Nice
So.
and quiet, and the library also has a couple study rooms. So if we need more peace and quiet than the library gives, sometimes they have big whiteboards in there, and you can go in there and get the help that you need.
And again, you mentioned a little bit too that you're able to get help from any of these classes. I think a lot of people, you look at these classes and you think they're all the smart kids classes,
Right.
but you do offer tutoring for some of the classes that maybe might not be listed on there. But I have to imagine that if you're struggling in a class, they still come and see you,
Yes,
regardless
absolutely.
of what class it is.
Yeah. And sometimes what students don't understand is it's not necessarily the content that they're struggling with, but it may be study skills or how to study, or maybe you just need someone to quiz you on material. So even if you're just not struggling with content, maybe you need just someone to be a study partner. You can also do that. And if we don't have the tutor that's not necessarily for you on here, still come see me and we can work it out, and I can talk to the instructors and see what we can come up with to get you someone to help.
Because I imagine the ultimate goal is for you and the whole college is to have success for the students.
Absolutely. That's our #1 goal, is students first, and that's our goal for the tutoring program, is we want students to be successful, and however we can help, we want to help.
And talk also a little bit too is one of those things is you don't want to get too far behind. So you basically, if you start to struggle in a class, come to see you as quickly as possible, because once you start digging that hole, it's really hard to get out of if it gets too deep.
That's exactly it. Yeah, you definitely want to get in as soon and as often as possible. There is no shame in going to that library every single day, and we have people who, who come every single day. The nursing program have excellent tutors, and those guys, that program is tough. So we have those nursing students in there almost 2 times a week. dedicated to making sure that they keep up and stay up on top of things.
I'll talk a little bit about where your office is located, and also I know that.
Sorry.
Also, I know you kind of have you're kind of in and out and everything. Do you have specific hours that you have in there?
Yeah, I'm in the Learning Skills Center, which is in the Science Building. I'm right next to the vending machines, which is a popular place for students, so I'm easily found. We're open 7:30 to 4:30, and I do have some help on Mondays and Wednesdays. But if you do need tutoring questions, if my door's open, come on in, and I'm happy to help. I do want to mention one other tutoring piece is we have the online writing lab.
Yes.
Okay, and so that's not just face-to-face tutoring, it's actually online through Entrada. So if you have Entrada and D2L access, you know, you don't have to go to face-to-face tutoring. This is simply online. You do have to be enrolled, and so you would come see me to get enrolled. But other than that, I have a writing tutor who actually goes to school at the University of Illinois, and she provides all of the feedback for these papers, any academic essay. So nutrition or Comp 1 or history, whatever it is, we can help.
Yeah, the online writing lab, the OWL,
OWL,
basically
yep.
what it is. It's an invaluable source out there because, like you mentioned, it's like it can do so many things out there.
Yeah.
So be sure to check that out as well too. Let's talk a little bit more about what the Learning Skills Center does and everything. You mentioned about test taking. So if somebody, hey, I missed a test, I can't make up a test. What do they need to do?
Yeah, they just need to arrange an appointment with me. First, they talk to their instructor, and then come talk to me, and we just find a good time, you know, that they can come and arrange that. Like I said, as long as I'm there, you know, students can come in and take that test whenever. Also, we have a Pearson View Testing Center, which is a standardized testing site. So students who may, after they graduate here and they need to take a education licensure test to become a teacher, for example, they can come in and take that here. They don't have to travel to Evansville or up to Eastern Illinois. You know, we can take care of their testing needs right here.
And the most important thing I also imagine is that they do make an appointment.
Yeah, appointment is important just because I am the only one in there most days. So yeah, make an appointment and they can contact me, email or phone, whatever works.
Mm-hmm. So once again, if I'm joining here by Kalie Naas, she's the director of the Learning Skills Center as well too. So talk a little bit about yourself as far as how long have you been on the job?
I've been on the campus, this is I think going on my 6th year. I started off as an advisor, a career advisor over in student services, and then I was lucky enough to get this job as the director of the Learning Skills Center, and I've been doing this for 3 years. So I love it, and it's a great place to be.
What's the best part about your job?
The students, always. The students are what makes it fun and exciting, and yeah, I'm happy to be a part of Wabash Valley College.
And I imagine you see a whole different variety of students, different kinds of people, everything like that. That's got to make your day enjoyable.
It is, yeah. We have the students that are fresh out of high school. We have the non-traditional students. We have students, just community members who are coming in and taking tests and asking questions and things like that. So yes, it's a great mix of people.
And you probably have a lot of people who are like me, or a non-traditional student, somebody who's gone back to school and everything like that. You're there for them as well.
Absolutely, and those are the types of students sometimes who need the study skill support and the organizational support and the time management support, and we do all those things in Learning Skills Center. So.
Because sometimes it's been a little while before you've
got to refresh a little bit.
Do this kind of stuff as well too. Well, Kalie, I want to thank you so much here for joining me here today. Once again, tell people how they can get a hold of you. You mentioned where your building is located. Maybe if they want to pick up the phone or something like that, how they can get a hold of you.
Yeah, I'm in Learning Skills Center, and my phone number is 618-263-5126. And then I have an email too, which is my last name, Naas, K@iecc.edu.
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much for joining us.
Are you having trouble in a class? Don't let the pressure of the semester get you down. Contact Kalie Naas today at the Learning Skills Center, where they offer a variety of opportunities for students to get the help they need to reach their potential at Wabash Valley College. The Learning Skills Center wants to help you succeed in the classroom by meeting your academic needs through tutoring, placement testing, developmental classes, disability services, testing services, and more. The Learning Skills Center can also help those without a high school diploma with free GED classes. Located in the Science Building, their number is 618-263-5126.